Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have another video for you today in the Open Great League, and these are actually my battles that I did on stream, and I had all positive sets with Dubwool. You love to see it. So we're taking a look at Shadow Nidoqueen, Dubwool, and Digsby. So this team is ABA weak to water, like Swampert. So if you want to take out the Nidoqueen and have another anti-fighter user on the lead, I think that could work as well. But no, I mean, the team did really well. We had all positive sets, so let's just go ahead and dive right into the battles and see what we got going for us. Right now, this Nidoqueen, I'm going to go ahead and go for the Poison Fang just to debuff it and then bring in the Dubwool. We do double resist the licks, of course, which is fantastic. The only thing is, so we do double resist them. But, we're not going to be able to double kick all the way down because Lickitung is so tanky and the body slams will just KO us. So we do want to farm up a lot of energy, take this body slam, no problem. And we really don't want to take another one, although I guess we could take another one, but we're going to go ahead and throw. Maybe we could have barely, maybe we could have farmed it down. We would have taken another body slam, but I think we would have lived it and survived the licks. But either way, we do KO the Lickitung, and in comes Medicham. I'm going to go ahead and throw the body slam right now. Maybe we'll get a shield. We'll see what they decide to do. And they do shield it up. We do throw another body slam. So this body slam not going to KO, but at least we will get it low. So there we go. So we bring in Medicham. They're going to go ahead and throw an attack. I do go ahead and shield it. It's going to be an Ice Punch as expected, but that's fine. They're going to bring in the Lola Ninetales, which is great for me. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Poison Fang. Of course, we have a Digsby with Fire Punch, which, I mean, at the end of the day, they're debuffed. Right, we're looking good. Even if we didn't get to this one, we would have won with the Digsby, but we're going to be able to just win with the Shadow Nidoqueen and take this game. So that's going to be a great game, well played to my opponent, and we're going to be able to win that one. You absolutely love to see it. What do you guys think of the new spooky pose, by the way? I really like it. I love that they animated it. Okay, Shadow Nidoqueen into Shadow Nidoqueen. So you can play this multiple ways. You could go straight Earth Power if you don't think if you think they're gonna call the bait. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I go for the Poison Fang. Right now I am going for the Poison Fang. Now this Nidoqueen is actually better for the Ultra League. It's a pretty good Ultra League one. But I didn't invest in it in the Ultra League yet. So I'm using it for the Great League. So usually I do win CMP because of that, because it's not like the greatest Nidoqueen. So we're actually going to double bait here. Kind of risky, but we're going to go ahead and go for it. I mean, at the end of the day, we're legends, so we can make risky plays, right? But they do shield. So I'm going to go ahead and shield as well. Going to be a Poison Fang, so another good bait by them. Now, here's the thing. Like, I do throw the Earth Power right away, and they do catch it, which is kind of what I thought they would do. But if they didn't attempt to catch it, they would have been able to KO my Nidoqueen. So I figured it was kind of obvious that they would try and catch it, but I still threw it. But at the end of the day, I'm still okay with that Earth Power going into Lickitung. We do bring in the Dubwool. They're going to be able to go for the Body Slam. We are going to be able to double kick it down, which is good. The only thing is I know that Nidoqueen wins CMP over Dubwool, and they do have an Earth Power ready to go. So we're going to be able to farm this down, and so all this energy is basically going to go to waste as long as they throw this Earth Power, which they will. I mean, I'm out of shields. It makes no sense not to throw it, right? So Earth Power will be enough to KO. That's fine. And we're going to bring in the Nidoqueen, and they try to catch the Earth Power, but I don't throw it right away, and it's in the zoom out, so... Okay, not bad. We're going to be able to throw this Poison Fang, and we're going to be able to get off another Poison Fang before they bubble us down, which is really nice. Basically, what I need to do is I need an Earthquake and a Fire Punch. The Fire Punch to KO the Azumarill. It's not quite in Fire Punch range, but after all these Mud Shot attacks, they are double debuffed, keep in mind. We're going to be able to get it into Fire Punch range, and they do actually have Hydro Pump, which is kind of unfortunate, but we have a rank 2 Digsby. We don't really care about Hydro Pump. We're going to charge up to max energy, throw the Fire Punch. We know this KOs, and then we just need to get off an Earthquake, and we do get to that Earthquake, and this is going to KO the Nidoqueen, and that's going to be a great game. Very well played to my opponent there. So GG's. GG's. So yeah, we're going to be able to move into the next battle. Let's see what we got going on for us. Going to be Nidoqueen into Altaria. So this is kind of tricky, because here's the thing, like, whenever I see Altaria, like, a common team is Altaria, Registeel, and Toxicroak, right? Or like a Steel and a Fighting type. But the thing is, can we really switch out? I guess we could have went into Dubwool immediately to lure out the possible Fighting type that I assume is chilling in the back. But we're just staying in, we're just staying in, and they actually catch on Empoleon. So it is a Steel type in the back. It's not Registeel, but it is a Steel type. So we're going to be able to, they do catch that. At least we debuff them, and we bring in Dubwool. And they're going to be able to get off an attack. And it's totally fine. Well, not really fine, but we have no choice. And we're going to be able to throw the body slam. Now, here's the issue. They got a waterfall throw. So they could shield, and then we'll just get KO'd, and that's what happens. So it's really bad for us. We're going to bring in the Diggsby and go for the mud shot down. And again, I'm assuming there's a fighting type. Maybe it's a Scrafty. Probably not, because that's also weak to fighting. But maybe it's like a Toxicroak. We're going to be able to mud shot all the way down. And let's see what comes in. Is it going to be that Altaria? Is it going to be the fighting type? It is going to be Altaria. We do save that energy and bring in the Nidoqueen. Trying to get to a Poison Fang, and we do get to it, but they actually catch on that fighting type, which is Toxicroak. So we were correct about that, that they do have Toxicroak. So nice catch by them. They do farm us down. We're going to be able to throw this Fire Punch right now. They don't actually shield, though, which is really unfortunate. If we threw the Earthquake, we would have KO'd it, and we wouldn't have taken all this damage. This Mud Bomb. So if we actually threw the Earthquake, we may have had a chance. But we're gonna so basically at this point, what I'm trying to do is farm all the way down and have 2 Fire Punches, which we do have, but they do have an attack. Now, even if we got a Fire Punch through, it wouldn't KO. So at the end of the day, we would have lost that one anyway. So GG's. Perhaps some mistakes there, but definitely a tough one. Well played to my opponent. Moving on, Shadow Nidoqueen into Stunfisk. I don't like this matchup. You could stay in, I guess. I'm gonna go into Dubwool. They bring in Noctowl. So I have had trainers switch in Noctowl, as we can see here. I've also had trainers switch in, a couple trainers switch in Azumarill. Now, that's interesting to me, only because we do have access to Wild Charge. Now, I guess Wild Charge is not that common on Dubwool compared to Payback. You do see Payback most of the time, so that's probably what they're assuming. And, I mean, they are correct in this situation, right? So we're going to be able to throw the Payback. They don't shield, so now we're actually going to be able to take Switch, which is what we want, because we want that Diggsby on the Goliath Stunfisk, right? So we're going to be able to shield this, and then we're going to be able to double kick all the way down, and there we go. Very nice. I love Dubwool. So in comes Jumpluff. Jumpluff with the new Fairy Wind. I think Jumpluff is actually really good as well. I feel like it's a little bit underrated. I like Jumpluff a lot. So we get off Body Slam. We can get multiple Body Slams. The Fairy Wind, it's Mud Shot, so it's going to take a lot of effort to farm us down. We get off another one, and this is going to connect. Very nice. And can we get to one more? Are they going to be able to Fairy Wind us down? But we barely get to it, so this is going to force the shield, because if they don't shield this, they're actually going to lose all that energy. So we know they're going to shield it. So that's amazing. So Dubwool goes down, and we can bring in the Nidoqueen. We could take this Energy Bolt Acrobatics no matter what. We could take it. And it's going to be Acrobatics, totally fine. They do switch into their Goliath Stunfisk. We bring in Diggsby, and they are going to concede that game. So that is going to be a great game, very well played to my opponent. But we're able to win that despite the lead I didn't really like, right? So let's move on to the next one. Shadow Nidoqueen into Lancet. So if this is Spark, it's not bad. It's actually Water Gun. So as I mentioned earlier, we are ABA weak to water attack, or water Pokemon, right? But this is, even though it's not a great, it's okay. Like, this is an okay matchup, even with Water Gun. Because we're still doing a lot of damage with Poison Jab and Poison Fang, right? We charged up for the Earth Power. They do shield it, which is really nice for us. And they actually make a good catch, but they were trying to catch the Earth Power. However, we threw the Poison Fang, which is good. So Noctowl came in. We're going to debuff it again and go into the Dubwool. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the Poison Fang. And no, I guess I'm not going into the Dubwool. Okay, I'm going to oh, I tried to get to one more. Okay. I tried to get to one more. Look how close we got it. But we were not able to. So perhaps should have switched into the Dubwool right away, right after that second Poison Fang, instead of trying to get to an additional one. But that's okay. We're going to be able to double kick down before they get to another attack anyway. And we're kind of lucky here because they bring in the Lantern. And we'd rather have the Lantern come in and then instead of having Diggsby on it, right? So we're going to be able to throw this Body Slam. Very nice. We're going to get to another one. They actually shield us. So what is in the back if they're shielding this? They want to get off an attack against my Dubwool for sure. I think I let it go. Do I let it go? Or do I shield it? I do let it go. Okay, but it doesn't KO because it's just a Surf. They do farm us down. One Mud Shot, though, is able to KO, but they actually get off a Surf, which is really, really unfortunate for me. But we're just going to let it go because even though we're weak to it, we can let it go. Frostlass coming in, so it's a Frostlass. So Avalanche would be doing more than Surf, so it's a good thing that we did not shield that Surf. We're going to be able to go for a Fire Punch. Now, another Fire Punch will not KO, but an Earthquake will. So we need to shield this and get to an Earthquake. Earthquake if we can. So we're going to go ahead and shield this before they get to an Avalanche. Yes, we are. This is going to be enough to pick up the knockout against the Frostlass, and that's going to be a great game. Very well played to my opponent, but we're going to be able to win that one. Absolutely amazing. So let's move on to the final battle of the video. Let's give it up for all my opponents. Really good plays. This is not a good matchup though, so we do got to go into that Dubwool. Got to retreat into Dubwool. I almost said retweet. Anyway, doesn't really matter. We're just acting silly. They're staying in with Diggersby. They're going to be able to throw an attack. I called the Fire Punch. It's an Earthquake. And they're going to bring in a Wigglytuff. So is it Double Charm? I am anticipating Double Charm. Because I have seen Diggersby Double Charm, right? We're going to be able to throw the Body Slam right now. And definitely want to bring in that Nidoqueen, go for the Farm Down. And let's see if we can get it. We are able to get the Farm Down before they get off an attack, which is really nice for us. And what are they going to bring in? Going to bring in that Diggersby. We bring in our Diggersby. They are staying in. I think the switch time is not up, so that's why they're staying in. They're going to be able to throw an attack. We're just going to take it. Again, I'm calling Double Charm. That's what I assume it is. We're going to throw the Fire Punch bait right now, hoping to pick up a shield. Nidoqueen, we need to save the shields for Nidoqueen, right? And they actually concede. So yeah, I'm assuming it was in the lower Ninetales, but I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.